Hey, hi. In this video, I will show you how we can create Azure Bastion Service using Terraform and deployment via GitHub Actions. Okay. As you see in my screen, okay, I have my complete environment ready where I have cloned my repo and I'm currently in my future branch. Okay, future branch is nothing but the branch which I denoted as a development branch or the branch where I will be doing a coding. Yeah. Okay, and I have other complete environmental setup ready. Okay, for your purpose to know more about how you can set up the GitHub account, GitHub Repo, GitHub Action, and GitHub secret related configuration, please do watch my previous videos where I have explained everything from the scratch. Okay, and also please do subscribe my channel. That would really encourage me a lot. Okay, with that note, let's directly jump to this demo. Yeah, so in this demo, I will show you how we can provision the best configured Bastion service on a virtual network. Okay, so that's what the demo is meant for. Okay, before I go and walk you through the code, let me show you the pictorial representation of this demo. Yeah, here you see, right here you see a picture here. Yeah, so as you see in this picture, I have added two big logos. One is Mint, one is GitHub account logo, other one is the Azure logo. Yeah, so under GitHub logo, I have kept two more again logos. One is Terraform logo, and other one is GitHub Action logo. Okay, okay. So and under the Azure symbol, I have kept the Bastion Service logo. Yeah, so now let me connect this dot, yeah, in this way, saying like, so whenever I do a ID is nothing but I have a Visual Studio Code where I will be doing my infrastructure as a code development on using the Terraform language. Yeah, so once I am done with my coding, what I do, I will merge these changes to my the upstream branch. The upstream branch is nothing but which sits in the GitHub Repo. Okay, and henceforth I denote it at with the Terraform, yeah, which sits under GitHub again. Yeah, and again the GitHub host the GitHub Actions, which is nothing but a CI/CD tool from the GitHub. Okay, so which will invoke this Terraform file, and at the end it will provision the required Azure service in the Azure account. Yeah, and here the end product, the end service is our Bastion service. Okay, henceforth the below pipeline. Okay, now the below pipeline will mean like this. Yeah, so I will be doing a coding from my the ID that is Visual Studio Code, and I will push those changes to my upstream branch which sits in the GitHub. Okay, and once the upstream gets updated with the updated code, then automatically the respective GitHub Actions will be invoked, and that will in turn create the Azure Bastion service in the Azure. Okay, so that's what this picture tells you. Yeah, and the same demo will be given in this demo. Yeah, in this video. Yeah, so let's directly jump to our code walkthrough. Yeah, here you see, right? So as you see in my screen, so I'm currently in my Visual Studio Code where I have cloned a repo. Yeah, this is my repo. So under that repo, I have .github folder, .github, and I have a workflow subfolder. Okay, so this is the folder which hosts our GitHub Actions related files. Yeah. So let me quickly walk you through those Terraform file, nothing but GitHub Action files as well. Yeah. So first one is a Terraform plan.yaml file. Okay, so the Terraform plan, as the name suggests, so this is the file which is meant to create the my infrastructure plan with using the Terraform. That's right. It's a Terraform plan. Okay, and this file, this action is targeted to my future branch. Yeah, so whenever I make a changes to my infrastructure as a code, and first I will be merging the changes to my future branch, nothing but my development branch. Yeah, once some changes happens to the development branch, then automatically this pipeline will be kicked in, and it will create a draft of the infrastructure, and it will give the summary of what are the changes it's going to do in the Azure account. Okay, so after going through those the plan logs, the reviewer or the developer will come to know that what are the changes it really indeed doing, the Terraform is doing. Yeah, so after that you will understand whether you need to approve and go for the Terraform apply stage or not, or you want to do some other coding. Yeah, so this is the decision making action. Yeah, this is a decision making action workflow. Okay, so let's say our case, we are good with the Terraform plan, then we need to go for the Terraform apply, right? So in the Terraform apply, so this is the file which does the Terraform apply action. Yeah, and this has been targeted on my main branch, nothing but my production branch. Okay, which I denoted as a production branch. So here there is no direct commit happens to my main branch, whereas always there is a merge based changes happens to on the main branch. That is, the pull request will be created from my future branch to main branch, Okay, once the pull request merger happens, then automatically this pipeline will be kicked in, and it will do the release of those Terraform plan which you have analyzed previous to this step. Yeah, so that is a basic design of the CI/CD for this demo. Yeah, and after that I have the two more files with the name main.terraform file and Azure Bastion.terraform file. Okay, so let me first quickly go walk you through the main.terraform file. So this file is very simple. It contains Azure RM provider data. Yeah, this is the Azure RM provider information, and it also has the Terraform backend configuration. Okay, so Terraform backend configuration is again this is the configuration which host the Terraform state files. Okay, so that's what this definition tells us. Yeah, and so that's all about the main.terraform file. So let me walk you through the main file. So this is the whole and the sole file which is responsible for providing the creating the Azure Bastion service from scratch to the end Azure Bastion service. Okay, so it contains a complete definition of the all the required resources to provision the Azure Bastion service. Okay, so let me quickly walk you through that complete file. Yeah, so first one. So this is the block. As you know that to create any Azure services, we need a container called Azure Resource Group. Henceforth, this block will is responsible for doing that same. Yeah. Here again the resource is the resource group. Again, it's a resource. Henceforth, it's denoted as a resource. This is the keyword to create the Azure Resource Group. That is Azure RM underscore resource group. Yeah. And the variable, the ABS is the variable. Nothing but I made a short form of Azure Bastion Service into ABS. Yeah, so this is the ABS variable which stores the data of my resource group. And after that, inside this flower bracket block, we are giving the required parameter of the Azure Resource Group. That is the name of your resource group and the location of the resource group where your resource group will be sitting. Yeah, so that makes the definition of this Azure RM resource group. These variables will be as you see here, it's right here, the name and the location of the resource group will be referenced down the code line. Okay, so down codes will use those references to create the respective resources. Okay, yeah, so let's go to the next block, that is create Azure VNet. Yeah, so as you know that the Azure Bastion service will be hosted in a virtual network. Okay, so before I walk you through the next blocks of the code, so let me tell you what is the Azure Bastion service. Okay, the Azure Bastion service is a service which is used to connect to the VMs or the systems which has been hosted in the virtual network very secure way. Okay, so this is the gateway, I can call it as a gateway through which you can access the your VMs being hosted in the Azure virtual network in a very secure way. Okay, so that's the reason the Azure Bastion service is being done. Okay, and you don't need any resources like tools like RDP tool or the putty tool. Yeah, you can directly, so here the Bastion service will help you to take the RDP of your system directly into the internet. Yeah, in a very secure way. Yeah, so again, as I explained, so we need a virtual network. Henceforth, I'm creating a virtual network by using this block. Yeah, the block which I selected here. Again, virtual network is a resource in the Terraform. Yeah, and it's indeed a resource in Azure as well. So this is the keyword which creates the Azure virtual network. That is the Azure RM underscore virtual underscore network. Yeah, and this is my key variable which stores the data of the Azure virtual network. Again, to create the Azure virtual network, I'm providing the required parameters. One is the name of my virtual network, which I have given as a Bastion demo VNet. Then the address space. Okay, I'm giving this is the address space I'm giving to my virtual network. Then the location and the resource group. Okay, I have just now I have told you, like, the resource group and the locations value will be referenced from the above resource group. Yeah, so henceforth the same thing is been done here. That is the resource group. This is the location, so I'm creating the virtual network in the same location where my resource group is sitting, that is West Europe. Yeah, and again the Bastion service will be sitting in the same location as well. Again the resource group name is again referenced from the same resource group definition. Yeah, okay, so then after the virtual network is created, we need one more service, that is subnet inside this virtual network. So this is the block which creates a subnet inside that virtual network which we created just now above. Again, it's a resource. Yeah, and this is the keyword to create the Azure subnet, that is Azure RM underscore subnet. Then the ABS is the variable which stores the data of the subnet. Inside this flower bracket block, we are giving the required parameters. One is the name. Yeah, and again resource group name is again reference to the same resource group name where the virtual network is sitting. Yeah, this is the reference to that. Yeah, and we are giving the virtual network name. Yeah, if you see, yes, the virtual network name is same virtual network which we have just now created above. Yeah, so this is the virtual network which is reference to that. And after that, the address space, so the we are making the subnet, right? So what is the address space that subnet is belongs to? Henceforth, I'm creating a chunk out of the big size of the virtual network and making a small chunk of that virtual network into a subnet. Okay, thenceforth, I'm giving as a CID annotation /27. After that, we are creating the one more service which we need to create a Bastion service, that is the public IP address. Okay, we need a public IP address because we are connecting from the internet, right? So henceforth, to have the NAT, okay, to do the NAT, that is the network address translation, we need the public IP address. Okay. So again, the public IP address again. So this is the block which creates a public IP address in Terraform. Yeah. Again, so this is again a resource in the Terraform. This is the keyword to create a public IP address, that is Azure RM underscore public IP address. Yeah, public IP. It's again variable is ABS. So again, let me tell you, I'm using the same variable for across all the resources. This is allowed in the Terraform. You can use it and it's very handy, right? Henceforth, I'm doing that. And again, the name of my public IP address is this one. That is the Bastion demo VNet I public IP. Then this is my location. Again, the location and the resource group name is being referenced as like other to the resource group. Yeah. Then the allocation method, I'm making it as a static. Yeah, because it's in it as static. Okay. And the SKU of my public IP address is standard. Okay. And finally, we are creating the required service, that is the end service which we need and which we are showing in this demo, that is the Bastion service. Okay. So this is the complete definition of Azure Bastion service. Okay. In the Terraform definition. Okay. This is the block which does that. Again, let me quickly walk you through this block. One is the again this is a resource. Okay. Indeed, it's a Azure resource, henceforth it starts with a resource. Then the keyword to create the Azure Bastion service is Azure RM underscore Bastion underscore host. Yeah. And this is the variable which stores the data of that my Azure Bastion service. Inside this flower bracket block, we are giving the required parameter, that is the name of my Azure Bastion service. Yeah. Then the location of my the Bastion service and the resource group. Okay, as you see here, the location and the resource group again referencing the same resource group which I was telling for the other services as well. Yeah, here you go. The resource group name is been same reference to the above same resource group which we created. So generally it is recommended to use it like this because that's very handy and it does not confuse you, right? So that's the reason we follow this method. Yeah. After that, we have one more the objective type parameter, that is IP configuration. Okay. So Bastion service is nothing but a host, right? So that service will be nothing but a jump server. Okay, indeed it's a backend, it's a jump server. So through which you will be logging, you will be taking the RDP or the SSH of the system which will be sitting in your virtual network. Okay, so that's the reason the you will provide the IP configurations to your Bastion host. Okay, nothing but a jump server. Yeah. So inside this, we are giving the required name of our the IP configuration, that is the configurations. Then the subnet where this Bastion service will be sitting. So this is the subnet, okay. And the public IP address which is assigned to this Bastion host is this one, yeah. Again, I'm referencing the public IP address same from the public IP address which I created above. Again, the subnet is being referenced the same subnet which we have just now created, okay. Yeah. So all these subnet and the public IP addresses IDs will be referenced from the above created definition, yeah. So that's it. That's a complete quick walk you through the Terraform code, which is responsible to create the Azure Bastion service. Okay. So with that note, let me make some immaterial changes so that I can commit and show you the rest procedure. Yeah. So now we are going for the demo of creating this service. So let me make a comment of like demo. Once I comment it, I need to make the stage and commit it to my local branch. From there, I need to make it to my upstream branch. It's a Bastion, so let me make commit a Bastion. Make a message as a Bastion. So as you see here, I have just now committed to my local branch. As you see here, it's already committed to local branch, and the synchronization says that there is a 0 in the down branch, and there is a 1 changes need to be synchronized to upstream branch. Okay, so let me do that. So currently, what I'm doing is I'm pushing these changes to my upstream branch. Okay, so yeah. So once I am done with my clicking on the button upstream branch, then automatically we need to go to the our GitHub repo. Yeah. So synchronization has been completed. So this is my GitHub repo. So let me take you to the GitHub repo. So this is my GitHub repo, as you see here. So these are the files which are there currently in the main branch. As you see, there is no Bastion Terraform file. Yeah. So it is sitting in the my future branch. Okay. Let me explain that. So let me quickly show you the action here. So here, because since we have merged the changes to our upstream future branch, as I explained in the starting of the GitHub action workflows, that is Terraform plan. So the Terraform plan has to be kicked in now. Yeah. So as you see here, the Terraform plan has successfully kicked in. Okay. Since we have merged changes to feature branch as of now, the Terraform plan has been kicked in, as you see here. So the Terraform plan has successfully ran it. It's green, yeah, henceforth it has run successfully. So let me quickly walk you through the Terraform plan, what it says. So let's see the Terraform plan logs. Let's see what it says. As you see here, it says that it's going to create certain resources. Yeah, plus Mac says that it's going to add a resources, that is Azure Bastion Service is the one resource which is going to add it. Then the public IP address will be getting created. Yeah, henceforth it shows as a plus. And after that, it's creating a resource group. It's creating a subnet, and indeed it is creating a virtual network. Okay. And so yeah, that's it. And in the total, it is creating the total 5 services. Yeah, this is the summary. It says in the plan, that is the 5 add, 0 change, and 0 display. Okay. And as we have gone through the logs, we are okay with the Terraform plan log saying like, yeah, this is going to create 5 required resources in our subscription, and that's what we want. Okay. So we are happy with that. And what we do for the to provisioning these resources in the subscription. Okay. So let me make a note that till now the resources is not yet been created. Okay. Resources will be created only once you kick in the Terraform apply. Okay. So how do we kick in the Terraform apply stage? That is by creating the pull request. Okay. So since now the code is still in the my feature branch, I need to make the code to go under my main branch. Then only my Terraform apply action will be kicked in, and that will provision the Azure Bastion service. Yeah. So let's do that. So let me create a pull request. So I'm currently creating a pull request here, as you see. Pull request is successfully created. Let me make a merger so that the Terraform apply action will be kicked in. Okay, so the merger is successful. Okay, so now you should see the code under my main branch. Earlier this bastion.terraform was not there. Now it has came in. Okay, that should make a trigger to Terraform apply action to get kicked in. So Terraform apply has been successfully kicked in now. Let's parallelly see what the logs shows us. Okay. So as you see it, Terraform apply is currently running now, whereas the previous steps has been successfully ran. So okay, once this Terraform apply has successfully created, then only our required services will be provisioned in my subscription. Okay, so let me show. Meantime, let me show the subscription. So this is my subscriptions where I'm currently provisioning the Azure Bastion service. Okay, so let's see what the Terraform apply tells now. So as you see, it has successfully created a resource group. It has successfully created a virtual network. Yeah, it has successfully created the public IP address. It has successfully created a subnet. Yeah, so this is the subnet. Yeah. So as you see it, so there is a slight error. So let me fix it in this demo itself. Okay. So I will show you. Okay, so this is a live demo of how to fix the services as well, how to fix the Terraform issues as well. Okay, so it happens. Okay, it in general it happens that you will commit with you will encounter with the error, but this is a live demo of how to troubleshoot it. Okay, so let me see what is the error is. um it says the Azure Bastion can only be created with the subnet Azure Bastion. Okay, so so that's a slight mistake we have committed. That is, as always, as there is a rule in the Azure that Azure Bastion subnet we should be always created with the name called. There is a keyword for it. Okay, so we need to follow that standard. Okay, henceforth it's throwing the error. So let me make that change and come back again to the same flow. So I will go here. What it's saying is, it says that I need a subnet name with a name, not a customized name, but with a keyword name. Okay, so this is the reserved keyword in the Azure. That is the Azure Bastion subnet is the name being given or assigned to Azure Bastion subnet. Okay, so that's what the currently the error says. Okay, so let me make a commit of this and let me again reiterate the same step. Okay, so I have made the name change. Okay, I didn't do any changes, but I just made the name changes. Okay, so let me commit this change again. So again, Bastion 1, yeah. So I will be making the commit to my local branch, and from there I will merge it to my my upstream branch. Okay, so currently it's merged to local branch. Let me make a merger to my future branch so that again the Terraform plan stage will be kicked in again. Okay, so this is a good example of how to troubleshoot the Terraform whenever there is an issue happens. Okay, so there is nothing like in a one shot you will be creating your required resources as expected. Okay, but there is a lots, there is a 100%, there is a 90% chances that you will encounter the error. Okay, but solving these problems will make you a very efficient coder. Okay, so I'm doing you here a demo. Okay, so that's a live demo here that I'm troubleshooting the services. Okay, so let's see if the Terraform plan has successfully kicked in. So as you see it, okay, so again the Terraform Bastion, the Terraform plan has successfully created. Okay, the message is Bastion, and for this is the plan. This is the plan. Okay, so this is the plan which got successfully ran now. So let me quickly show you again what the Bastion, what is the Terraform plan shares for the Bastion service creation. Okay, here now resources will be minimized. Okay, because it has previously provisioned some resources. Okay, so it says it's going to replace the name by Bastion, yeah, something like that. And in the summary it says that it is very minimal changes. Okay, it's going to add the 0 resources, 0 changes, and 1 destroy. Okay, so let me make a note here. So as previously you were used to see only add, right? Now currently it is showing a destroy. Okay, so that makes more sense now. It's currently what it destroys. It will delete the previously created subnet, and it will recreate a new subnet with a name called Azure Bastion Subnet. Okay, so that's what the destroy means is. With that note, let's create the pull request again, so that I will kick in the Terraform apply stage again. Yeah. So let me quickly create it. Once the pull request is created, I need to make a merger so that the Terraform apply actions can kick in. Yeah. So currently I have created the pull request and I merged it. Okay. Let's go to the action and see if the Terraform apply stage has successfully kicked in. Here you go. The Terraform apply has again successfully created. Previous one is failed because of some error, and we have troubleshooted it, and again we reiterating the same Terraform apply actions. Okay, this time it has to pass. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so here you go. It has successfully refreshing the previous state, and it is creating the required further services. Okay. Previously, in the last step, it has created some services, and it is supposed to create new services. Okay. So currently, it is doing the destroying. Okay, what it is destroying is nothing but it is removing the previously created subnet. Okay, and it will create a new subnet with the name Azure Bastion Subnet. Yeah. Once the Bastion subnet is created, it will create a new Bastion service. Okay, into that host. Okay. So let's see if it has successfully provisioned the Bastion host. Currently, it is provisioning the Bastion subnet. Okay. Yeah. Um, we need to wait because it will take some time, as you see here. Okay, as you see here, the subnet is being successfully created. So this is the subnet which was created after the error. Okay, so it has removed the previous subnet and it has created the subnet with the name Azure Bastion Subnet. Okay. So let's wait for some more time so that it will finish up the Bastion service creation. Okay. So parallelly, I can show you. Meantime, again, it is writing the logs. Okay, but as I always recommend you, have a peek of these logs so that you will understand that how the Terraform works. Okay. Meantime, let me quickly show you if the resource groups has been created now. Here you go, the resource group. Okay, so this is the by default network group. The default RG, that is network posture RG, has been created. Along with this is the RG which we have aimed to create by definition. Okay, so this is what the resource group just now created. And as you see it, this is the virtual network and it's a public IP address, and this is the Bastion service which is getting provisioned now. It is taking some time because it will take some time to provision. Okay, meantime, let me quickly walk you through the virtual network which we created for this demo. So this is the virtual network and I'm going to the subnet. Yeah, here you go. It has created a subnet with a name keyword. Okay, this is the keyword. Okay, that is Azure Bastion Subnet is a keyword in the Azure term. Okay, and henceforth it has created the Azure Bastion subnet, and it also created a public IP address. So this is the public IP address being created now, and it will be used by the Bastion host. Okay, and this is the Bastion service which got just now created, and it is currently under provisioning state. Okay, so once it finishes, then the Bastion service become running and it becomes available. Okay, so as you see here, the provision state is updating. Yeah, So in general it takes some time to provision the complete resource. Okay. So as this demo clarifies you, like it in general it is clarifying you like how the straight way of creating the Azure Bastion service, and when there is an error happens in Terraform file, how you can troubleshoot. Okay, so here we encounter one error saying like that you need to use the Bastion subnet as a Azure Bastion subnet name. So we did it, and we again reiterated the CI/CD step. Then again we are successfully creating it. Okay, currently it is under provisioning. That is the Bastion host is under provision. Okay, so let's wait for the it to get finished so that we are done with our demo. Yeah, almost we are done with the demo, but I'm waiting for this to get completed so that you will get a hope, or you will get the trust that I'm showing you the actual the live demo of what actually I'm doing it. Okay, yeah. So let's wait for some more time. It should be created by now, because indeed it will take some time. Bastion service. So Bastion service is nothing but a jump server. Okay, it's nothing but a jump server. It's a rebranded as a jump server is rebranded as a Bastion. Okay, so how it is rebranded is because it becomes an inbuilt service from the Azure, which replaces the jump server. Okay, yeah. So what is the use case of this Bastion services? Let me tell you. So as you know that the once you created a virtual network, and inside this virtual network you are creating the multiple services, okay, multiple virtual machines, okay. For each virtual machines you might need a public IP address, one public IP address to log into them, right? But in this case, via Bastion service, you are eradicating the required multiple public IP address, but you are directly logging to your Azure virtual machines via this Bastion service. Okay, you need only one public IP address to log in all the virtual machines present on this virtual network. Okay, that's what the Bastion service use cases are. Okay, so there are multiple use benefits out of it. Okay, one is you are avoiding the number of public IP address required. You are having the secured access. You are avoiding the unnecessary RDP files and the PuTTY, the service requirement which is needed to take the RDP and SSH to the services. Okay, these are the advantages of your Bastion services. Okay, so indeed it's taking better time. Okay, so let's wait for some more time so that I can wind up this demo. Yeah, it's still provisioning. Let's wait for some more time. Okay, again it's always very recommended to you to study these logs, these Terraform logs. Okay, that would really help you to understand that how the Terraform works. Okay, and again once you know that how the Terraform works, then it becomes easy for you to troubleshoot the Terraform code, and also write or update the existing Terraform code, or create a new Terraform code. Okay, so that's what the benefit of this having the look at the logs. Okay, so let's wait for a few minutes and see if it can finish early, or else we can wind up, because it's indeed okay, it will take some time, it will get successfully provisioned after it. Okay, so let's wait for one more minute. Yeah. So indeed, because why it is taking such a time is because indeed it is provisioning a virtual machine, right? So virtual machine provisioning in Azure is a bit time consuming. Okay, and here it is a customized virtual machine. Okay, customized jump service. Okay, henceforth it will take some time. Yeah. So let's wait for some more time, and we can wind up for this demo. Yeah. Um, so again, so before, while it is still creating, let me tell you how you can take the RDP, right? So it's now very easy. Okay, this is your virtual network now. Go ahead here and create a new subnet. Okay, let me create a subnet. Meantime it gets provisioned. So let me create a subnet with the name test. Okay, so this is be my the subnet range. Yeah, and once the subnet is created, you go ahead and create your virtual machine. Either you can create a Windows or Linux virtual machines in this subnet, and directly go to your RDP or SSH, and you will be redirected to a new tab in the a new tab in the okay, new tab in the in this same browser, and from where you will be having an access to the RDP directly. Okay, so that's what this simple mean. Okay, so here you go, we have successfully provisioned the Azure Bastion service. Okay, so here you go, and the summary of the Terraform at the end says that it has successfully provisioned the required two services. Okay, one is the Bastion service, which took almost 7 minutes to provision. Okay, so this is the ID which denotes the Azure Bastion ID. Yeah, and yeah, so that's it. Okay, we have successfully created the Azure Bastion service with. Okay, with that note, thank you for watching my videos. And also, lastly, a kind request, please do subscribe my channel. That would really encourage me a lot. Okay, with that note, thank you. Thanks a lot.